Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me live on location at Cloudwater Brewery in Manchester. As you can see, joined by these characters once again. Adam from Adam's Craft Beer Channel, Stuart from Ginger Ale Trail. First beer that we've got, we're on the kind of like the open afternoon what they have at Cloudwater. There's 5 beers on, and we've got the brand new Seville Orange Sour. We've got it on keg, but they give us a bottle so you can see the new artwork. So it's a 3.5% ABV sour, and it says, okay, so it's kettle soured, so Berliner Weiss S.
Alright,
and,
get that as well, actually, yeah.
Yeast, the American Pale Ale yeast, Roma hops Alliance, and the malt, so there's no beer in hops at all. And then it's malts, various sort of wheat and caramel. So, first beer of the day.
Well, we have the tasting.
Yeah, you can taste each beer.
Part of the invitation is you basically get 5 tasters of each of the beers on tap.
Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much crystal clear, wipe the condensation off the glass.
Ice cold.
Yeah, but that, I like it.
Yeah, I think
the low ABV.
Vanilla Weiss works well cold. I don't know. I know they work well warm, but
Potentially it's good.
yeah, well, I'll just give it a swirl too, you know.
So aroma, I mean, as you'd expect, loads of orange.
Yeah, it's just massive orange. There's not much complexity to it, but it doesn't need it. I think it's got just a slight salty edge, maybe.
Yeah, and a load of kind of orange pith, orange juice, orange pith.
Yeah.
Cheers,
boys.
I think it's lovely.
It is.
You know, it's really
Sharp orange juice.
real tangy. And I like it because it's kind of tangy, sugary, sour, and salty all at the same time.
And I mean this in the best possible way, but it kind of reminds me, if you've got like orange cordial and you've put too much water in it, it's a hint of orange. It's not kind of like intense orange, just a kind of a nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like you get these little packets at Tesco, those little orange squash things, you know, where you squeeze into your drink. It's kind of like that.
But in the best possible way, because these obviously quality ingredients. But I think it's really nice, really easy, quaffable one to start the day. So that's the first beer. You can probably see us drinking a bit more and having a bit of a wander around the brewery. See you in a minute.
Cheers.
Right, so next beer, as you can see, fantastic background now. We've been moved over, as you can see behind us. That's the brew house, we're at Cloudwater still.
Got the Imperial Stout right behind me in this barrel.
You know, barrel's fantastic, isn't it? It's not a bad background, that, is it? You don't kind of see this every day.
No, true.
So, the beer we've got now is latest release. It's still part of the winter range for 2015, but in a late edition. It's the Black IPA.
It's the last one they're releasing for this season.
Yes. So, Black IPA, 6%. I've only drunk actually nearly 4 glasses of this, but you've still
portioned it because I didn't want to see. I'm loving it, and I would have drank 2 of them, but I've been trying to. This is the second beer of the day. I didn't want to push myself too much. We've got about 9 hours of drinking to go.
Well, let's see if you're still here then.
I don't think.
Dark brown, I'd say. I would say black, but
yeah.
dark brown. Got a murky kind of dark brown.
This is really nicely for 6% as well. So.
Sorry, we can get to moments like that. I always want to rip off Simon. Chasing the heat, if you can see the fire bubbles. No, sorry.
He's always wanted to say it.
I can do it all the time. A couple of beers, get with these 2. Start looking about. As far as the aroma goes, what we're getting, lads?
Well, I'm going to stick with what I said earlier on. It's really fresh for me. It's really kind of ever so slightly floral. I'm getting a lot of really kind of fresh sea breeze on it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it is exactly what I'm getting. If I close my eyes and smell it, it's exactly what I get. It's just fresh sea air.
I'm gonna challenge the wankiness of your kind of like tasting out and say I'm gonna say it's Marmite on sourdough bread. Slightly burnt sourdough bread.
Are we talking about the taste or the smell?
The aroma.
Alright, okay.
It's just, I mean, you say it's salty, there is a saltiness to it. For me, it's kind of more
I can see it.
that kind of, it's Marmite, it's a hint of kind of soy sauce.
Yeah.
Soy sauce, definitely.
But yeah. Anyway, I've been chilled. That's nice.
Bit of brown sauce.
First thing I get is quite a. It's roasted to start with.
I agree with what you're saying. bit of brown sauce, HP brown sauce on it.
What's a bacon sandwich?
But the first time I tasted it, I got a lot of chocolate on it. A lot of chocolate. I'm still getting chocolate.
And you got it out, and they all told you.
Yeah, the brewer said, yeah, it does have a good amount of chocolate malt in it, but I think initially it was just quite a nice kind of subtle chocolate note that I was getting from malt base, and it overpowered a lot of the hops in it. But now it's balanced out a bit more, which I expected.
Is it warms?
Yeah. It's really good. I really like it.
And that reason to take your drink slowly, so you can appreciate it from when the fruitiness from when it starts, and then when it gets the more chocolatey as it warms.
Yeah, kind of chocolate, but at the same time I'm getting kind of a bit of kind of lemon juice, a little bit of grapefruit juice.
Getting a bit of black currant actually.
Yeah, see, I always find when kind of dark malts and kind of like American hops kind of collide, where you've once got kind of citrus, you've now got kind of like berry, you've got kind of like black currant and blueberry. But I think it's a lovely black IPA.
It's beautiful.
I like black IPA as a style. I think it's a really nice one. So I guess this is the reason why we walk across Manchester in the pissing rain.
Yeah.
We're sitting in a cold brewery with wet socks.
Yeah.
Because we've got a preview a week early of the second brew of Cloudwater's double IPA. I know mine and your kind of like beer of last year. I don't know about Stuart, but it's a game changer. It's the standard bearer for IPA in the UK, I would say. And I'm really excited that we're going to get a little preview.
So excited.
Obviously, it's not finished beer. There's a way to go, so it's not finished beer. We'll take that.
So beer in the glass.
But yes, I'm not sure ABV. Last time it was
6.
Last time it was 9.
Oh, is it 8?
No.
9.5, I think it was something like that, the last one, But
yeah.
You all know the hype about the last one. I mean, obviously you saw our videos, it was absolutely raved about. The whole country went nuts for the first double IPA. So I can't believe we're actually getting a bit of a preview for this.
Direct from the condition tent.
Right from over there. So this is something special. So I hope you're all watching.
It's peachy as fuck.
That's really peachy.
Yeah.
Slight dry apricot note as well.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like a white. It's almost
So
like
dense.
a white grape thing going on, maybe.
Not so dense in colour.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, it's so good. It's
Mango and
pineapple-y,
peach and stuff. Yeah, it's definitely on that kind of side of things. Oh, that's good. I mean, it is very cold. It's straight out condition temperature, probably. But yeah.
Do you know? Although you couldn't really detect,
it's very similar, I'd say, to my memory of the last one, I guess. But that's not a bad thing.
There's a. I don't know if you'll know what I'm on about. There's a creaminess in the aroma, maybe like a vanilla cream, but obviously very, very subtle underneath those big hops.
A bit of protein probably still in suspension, because you can see it's virtually kind of like.
It is. It's just dense. It gets you up for it.
I can't wait to
Right,
dive in. Let's have a
do it,
taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh, come on now. It's a big old boy.
Yeah, but can you get is there any alcohol in that whatsoever? I must admit that's got a lot more body than the last one. But
Bitters.
That's exactly the point I was going to say.
That's around.
Much more bitter and kind of dank than the last one. I'll take it. And the reason why I'm picking that up so much is because the last one impressed me so much because it wasn't so dank. However, this one's got a little bit more, maybe. I don't know what hops he used in this.
I think it is different.
It's probably different hops. I don't know what hops he used.
Really thin on the body initially, and then it starts out.
It builds up a little bit, and it adds a bit more sort of body to
It
it.
is kind of in your face with the fruit.
Your face. What's wrong with you, lads?
Bloody good though. That's look at him. There's no good beer when he gets it in his mouth.
Sales for pigs.
Do you remember those games when you played as a kid where you stuff as many things in your mouth as possible? It's like someone's grabbed a tin of apricots and just jammed them in your mouth, and then you've got to swallow that in one gulp.
Oh, there's a tang of there's a resinous note to it.
Yeah.
And there's a dankness, maybe what wasn't on the last one.
But there is a tang of pineapple though, isn't there?
Oh yeah,
Very big
it's
sort of tangy pineapple thing.
loads of mango.
Lots of mango.
It really reminds me of Enjoy Bar, big time.
Do you know what? Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah.
Because it's got a pine
I like it, yeah.
It's too I don't know. It's something that I'm not a fan of.
All right, let's compare it to the last one then.
So
For you, what's different about this one compared to?
Well, I like the last one because it was light and airy and just not airy. It's just nice and balanced. It just flew down the palate really easily. Whereas this is really, you got the first sip is like it's not much there, then it comes to you like a jackhammer.
It's
a
not a
big
complete
beer,
beer though.
Yeah, it's not.
And it is heated. I'm getting a bit of heat in the chest, but it's not a complete beer.
It's a big old beer. I mean, it's probably upwards of 9%.
Yeah.
So you mean it should be an aggressive beer, but you mean I think some of the beers
It's
I
like
think
a gentle slap and then a big slap.
It is a wallop, I must
Yeah.
admit. To be fair, upon first impression, I do prefer the autumn double IPA, but this is not the complete product, so I'm not going to judge it.
Yeah,
the original. Sorry, I'm not going to judge it.
I mean, different. I mean, I think that was more fruit
damn
bowl.
good.
I think this is a bit more kind of.
Yeah, more
it really
fruit bowl
reminds
is
me.
kind of where
if you
we
give
want
me
to
this
go.
and tell me it was in dry bar, I'd say yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Dry
wouldn't
bar.
disagree. Yeah.
Because, it's more that kind of like maybe kind of
It's still,
Simcoe.
the more you drink it, it does get more drinkable.
I think it's absolutely stunning though.
I mean, initially for me,
Sound good.
it was a little bit harsh, but the more I drink it, the more Moorish it gets.
Yeah.
And
And that's what's good about beer.
Pink
It's
Panther
that
wafer
mo-
biscuits. Do you get that underneath?
a little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Do you know, I'm not a fan of Simcoe, and if this has got Simcoe in it, which I'm presuming it has, it is still damn good. So that's definitely saying something, because I don't usually pick Simcoe beers, and this is good. This is good.
Yeah, that's seriously good.
Yeah.
And what a fantastic experience, really.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Thanks again.
this is one of a kind.
Direct
you know?
from the conditioned
Howlers
tanks.
got it for us from the tanks.
Yeah. So shout outs to Paul.
Yeah, Paul, thank you
I know
very
Paul,
much,
you'll probably be watching this, hopefully. But Paul, you sat over there
Tell
right
Ginger.
now. But yeah, what an experience today. Honestly, they are such a friendly bunch here at
Yeah,
Cloudwater.
very welcoming.
And they've sat down with us. They've given us some beer. You know, they've given us some food, and they're just such friendly people. And that thing that's just come into the corner there, we'll let you onto that in just a little bit. So we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers. Up now, another preview. It's insane.
I got cold, by the way.
I don't know how long it's going to be until this beer is released, but we have got a preview of Cloudwater's next Imperial Stout. So the last one that was released, and people had probably before Christmas, was Gyle 100. This is Gyle 123.
Yeah.
Imperial Stout. Obviously made kind of like adjustments from the previous one. And Paul's been telling us about this earlier, and he seems really excited about it, really happy with it. Cool. So I'm really excited to try it. I don't know about you guys.
Damn right I am, yeah. And I'm repping the Cloudwater beanie now as well, because it's so cold here in the brewery.
It's
that-
fucking cold.
But it is
This
every rain
what I had to-
outside.
I mean, yeah. I had to-
Cloudwater outside and inside.
You need this to warm you up. So a bit in the glass, I mean, black as night.
Yeah.
Brownie kind of like
It's like
hints
coffee
towards
cream
edges.
on the edge.
Yeah, lovely big, kind of
And
like creamy
I
top.
couldn't help but notice then, I gave it a swirl and I looked at the carbonation moving up, and it was moving literally at minuscule pace. So you can
promising.
tell that's a good thing.
Promising.
So let's check
As
out
the
that
aroma
aroma.
goes.
It's like Vinus.
Ooh, oh wow. That's fruity, but it's also got a nice chocolatey kind of sweet vanilla edge to it.
Yeah.
Again, with the colour and the smell, you're getting
Little
lots
bit
of Vinus.
Yeah, Vinus soy sauce kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
I think a red apple.
Yeah, red apple.
Yeah.
I mean, I got this with the last one actually. I mean, it's for me it's quite old school, kind of British.
Yeah, it's very old school.
It's kind of like if you've ever had like Courage Russian Imperial Stout, that kind of thing. It's got that kind of like
Like a British
like
take on a Russian Imperial Stout.
Yeah, it's cherry for
an
sure.
original Russian Imperial Stout
Yeah.
was a British brewed beer.
Yeah.
It's a lot of black cherry for me.
Yeah,
It's,
black cherry.
It's almost like Old Rasputin
Yeah, it's along those
mixed
lines, yeah.
with maybe a newer kind of sweeter Imperial Stout. Maybe.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's along those lines.
Alright, cheers.
Staying in the glass.
Thanks
look at
again
that.
to Paul.
Oh my god!
As soon as it hit my lips, I was like,
Whoa!
oh,
Slightly sticky lips.
That flavour just burst on my
Big
tongue.
biscuits.
that's good. It's good.
Jesus Christ.
Again with that red apple peel.
See, I'm not getting as much. I don't. Obviously, this is probably not a finished beer. Once again,
Yeah.
so we get a preview. But
Because I guess
the flavour kind of. The taste is nowhere near what the
that's
flavour.
good.
The aroma is a bit kind of
alcohol
like.
is hidden slightly well.
The flavour is just like.
You still get a little bit
Right.
at the end.
For me, it is. I often dunk a 90% square of green and black star chocolate in my coffee. And I mix it in, and it's that and Tunnock's caramel wafer biscuits for me.
Yeah, big time dark chocolate. Big time dark chocolate. I mean, and a really intense kind of like roasted coffee or like espresso or something like that.
Really intense roast on the back end. In fact, it lingers for a long, long
Good
time.
amount of sweetness. Good
A
amount
little
of
bit of
sweetness.
licorice, maybe. Just a hint of licorice, but it's all about the bacon. Rich, thick vanilla, dark chocolate, coffee, Imperial
Vanilla
Stout.
essence. I mean, if you use like vanilla essence for bacon and stuff, it's got that going on. The nose, I was thinking it was going to be kind of like licorice and raisin and cherry and stuff like that on the nose. But in the flavour, it's just
Middle of the palate just opens up, doesn't it? It hits your tongue, but then middle of the palate, all of a sudden you feel it kind of just go flourish and go, and all this oozing flavour just comes out.
good amount of body as well. That's what, for me, when I really like an Imperial Stout, it's got to have a good amount of body. And this one has.
It's got to go from medium to dense, and this does, and you definitely pick the warming texture of the Imperial Stout, and it does have elements of Russian. It's a nice beer.
And do you know what? I think there might be some of it what might be in oak barrels.
This one right here.
So some of it
My
might be
best
in
mate
oak
is
barrels.
this, just chilling.
So this is fantastic. So you've got this to look forward to. So good for you. And also you've got some awesome kind of barrel aged.
Unfortunately, we won't get
well.
previews of that because there's a big cork in the middle of it.
Oh, unless we get a screwdriver or something, hacking away. But yeah,
Well, thanks
fantastic.
again to Paul.
Yeah, huge
Thanks,
thanks,
Paul.
for this.
Fantastic.
Incredible
Probably my beer of the day so far.
Stunning. Love it. See you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.